I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Walsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.
And what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Oh, there I am. I was small, now I'm big. All right, so now we are ready. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Thank you, Joe, for adjusting the screen there. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Sorry for the late hop on time. Working through some electrical issues. I know Joe had some of those electrical issues before. Unfortunately, sometimes those things happen. You can't really do anything to control them. But luckily, he was right on it. He called the Verizon company. They came and fixed the issue. And so we thank Joe for handling that tonight. But I will be streaming the game for you guys tonight. Yes, I'll be with you guys for the whole time tonight. Very happy about that. And hopefully later on, we'll be joined by Joe as well as Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth. I know some of you guys are also fans of Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth. And that's why you guys are here tonight to listen to me, because he is not doing the game tonight. So we appreciate the time that you guys have for us as well on NY Yankee Mania, World Sports Mania Entertainment, and of course Yankees The Ugly Truth, who was a big friend of ours, and we consider ourselves and him as sort of like a partnership. So we work together on a lot of different things. He helps out with our streams. His son John is awesome as well, so we thank Ken for that. I want to get straight to the lineups today. Right now, first pitch will be coming up in just about 2 minutes. So here we go. Let's get to the lineups for the Yankees tonight. Batting leadoff and playing first base is Paul Goldschmidt. Batting second and DHing is going to be Ben Rice. Batting third, playing right field is going to be Aaron Judge. Batting cleanup, playing center field is going to be Cody Bellinger. Batting fifth and playing second base is going to be Ahmed Rosario. Batting sixth, playing shortstop is going to be Anthony Volpe. Batting seventh, playing third base is Ryan McMahon. Batting eighth, playing left field tonight is going to be Jose Caballero. And batting ninth, doing the catching, is going to be Austin Wells. On the mound for the Yankees tonight, making his second start, is Garrett Cole. And let's go to the Royals here. Batting leadoff, playing third base is going to be Michael Garcia. Batting second, playing shortstop is going to be Bobby Witt Jr. Batting third, playing first base is going to be Vinny Pasquantino. Batting cleanup and DHing is going to be Salvador Perez. Batting fifth and doing the catching is going to be Carter Jensen. Batting sixth, playing left field is going to be Lane Thomas. Batting seventh, playing right field is going to be Jack Caglione. Batting eighth, playing second base is going to be Michael Massey. And batting ninth, playing left field is going to be Isaac Collins. On the mound for the Royals tonight, and about ready to deal with first pitch, is Noah Cameron. He has a 4.72 ERA. And we are ready for action here. Game is on Amazon Prime tonight. If you guys don't know where the game is located, it's on Amazon Prime tonight. It's pretty much on Amazon Prime every Wednesday night, so that's where you guys can find it. And hope you guys are doing well. Let's have a great positive energy sort of game tonight. Let's have a lot of positive energy, positive feedback for this game. Yankees are 13-0 against the Royals going back to 2024. And they have won 13 in a row against them going back to that playoff series in the ALDS. So we're ready. Paul Goldschmidt is in the box. The first pitch from Cameron inside on Goldschmidt, and we are underway in Kansas City tonight. Yankees looking for the sweep over the Royals. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, and the count is now 1-1. Obviously, Cameron is a lefty tonight for Kansas City. Tall left-hander. The 1-1 misses inside on Goldschmidt, and the count is now 2-1. I'll get to you guys in 1 second here in the chat. We thank you for being here. The 2-1 pitch from Cameron. The pitch in there for a called strike 2, and the count is now 2-2 on Paul Goldschmidt. 2-2. So thank you guys for being here tonight. What's up to Sean? What's up to Kaz? What's up to Damon? What's up to Travis as well? The 2-2 way up high, and the count is now full 3-2. What's up, Mighty Funny as well? How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing well. Yankees Royals tonight. The 3-2 pitch coming up from Cameron. The pitch grounded right to third base. Garcia has it. Long throw to first is in time, and there's one away here in the top of the first. The Yankees' record against the Royals has been very, very good. So I believe we should have a lot of positive, consistent energy tonight, guys. That's what we should have tonight. Yankees need to sweep the Royals tonight. I would love it if they did. And that would be 2 consecutive years in a row where they would sweep them at Yankee Stadium and Kauffman Stadium. So here comes Ben Rice. The first pitch is outside, and the count is now 1-0 here on Rice. 1-0. Yeah, Damon, if I get that feeling, I'll let you guys know. The pitch to Rice is a ground ball sharply to second base, and he throws to first in time to get Rice at first base. So quickly 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. 2 outs in the top of the first. If you guys missed it, last night was a Yankees barrage of runs. They had 24 hits and 15 runs last night as they beat the Royals 15-1. It would be lovely if we can get that type of performance tonight, but I'm not expecting it because last night they had their opener on the mound. The first pitch to Judge is a little bit inside, and the count is 1-0 here on Judge. 1-0 from Noah Cameron. The 1-0 pitch, the pitch in there for a called strike, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Judge. 1-1 pitch coming up. Cameron fires pitch down low and away, and the count is now 2-1 here. Sean predicted an Aaron Judge home run earlier tonight. Let's see if we get that. The count is now 2-1. The pitch inside, and the count is now 3-1. So as every pitcher looks to do, pretty much they pitch around Aaron Judge. And right now you're seeing that. 3-1 pitch coming up to Judge. Cameron sets, fires, and the pitch swung on and missed. Nice cutter running inside on Judge, and the count is now full, 3-2. 3-2. Three and 2 count on Judge. The 3-2 pitch called strike 3. Got him looking on a curveball. So Judge strikes out. Yankees go 1-2-3 in their half of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Royals are going to come up here against Garrett Cole, who's making his second start of the year. If you guys missed it, his first start went great. He pitched 6 innings, about 71 pitches against the Rays, and he had no earned runs allowed. No earned runs allowed against the Rays last Friday night when I gave you guys that play-by-play. Unfortunately, the Yankees lost that game, but Garrett Cole did look great. Tonight, he should have more of a flexible pitch count, hopefully somewhere in the 80s as he's still building up from his Tommy John surgery recovery. So this would be a great win for the Yankees tonight. Let's see if they can get it. Currently, they have a 3-game winning streak right now, and as I saw before, the Rays were down 5-0 against Baltimore. Let's see. Now it's 6-0. So it looks like the Yankees have a good opportunity tonight to get within closer reach of the Rays for first place. As you guys heard Joe talk about the other day that, he does believe that the Yankees will eventually catch up to the Rays and take over the division by early June. So I don't know about you guys, but I would definitely believe him on that. So how's everybody doing tonight? Appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, David, yep. Yesterday's opener for the Rays, Bailey Falter ended up getting DFA'd, yep. Kaz says, when is Stanton coming back? This guy gets hurt reaching for his wallet. Yeah, haven't really heard anything on the Stanton front of it. Hopefully he's still rehabbing and can get back pretty soon. But, it really hurt. It really sucked that Dominguez got hurt, too, because that limited the DH flexibility position, too. So here comes Garrett Cole on the mound right now, getting ready to pitch to Garcia. The first pitch, the windup, the pitch from Cole just misses on the outside corner. And the count is 1-0 here on Michael Garcia. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0 count here on Garcia. The windup, the set, the pitch from Cole. In there for a called strike with a 96-mile-per-hour sinker. So Cole's velocity looks good already so far tonight. 1-1 pitch coming up from Cole. The windup, And the pitch. Lined into left field. Will it stay up? Yes, nice catch there from Jose Caballero as the ball stayed up in left field. And Caballero makes a nice catch, reaching over to his right. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Nice play there by Jose, who's making the start in left field tonight. What's up to John the Beagle Dad? How you doing? What's up to Yankees Groovy Alien? And what's going on, Joseph Salvatore? How you guys doing tonight? Okay, here comes Bobby Witt Jr. He's been a force in this series so far. The first pitch to Witt is a fastball that misses outside, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 here. Big part of Garrett Cole's outing tonight will be his command. If he can locate properly, no doubt that he'll do very well tonight. 1-0 pitch coming up from Cole. The pitch swung on and hit in the air, but it's going to go foul down the left field line. So the count is now 1-1 here on Bobby Witt. 1-1. 1-1 here on Witt. Again, guys, if you're just popping in, no score here in the bottom of the first. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Nice slider there from Garrett Cole on the outside corner, and the count is now 1-2. 1-2 on Bobby Witt. 1-2 coming up on Witt. 1-2 pitch coming. The wind up and the pitch from Cole. Fouled away. Back behind home plate. And the count remains at 1-2. 1-2. Yep. So, of course, tonight, Caballero is in left field, Bellinger's in center field, Judge is in right field. So that gives Trent Grisham the day off. Rice is your DH tonight. The 1-2 pitch from Cole. The pitch misses down low. And the count is now even at 2-2. Yeah, Sean, versatility is an awesome weapon, yes. Boone talked about the other day how moving Caballero around can also help with Volpe's versatility as well. Moving Caballero around the infield and even the outfield, too. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Bobby Witt Jr. foul tips a four-seam fastball into the glove of Austin Wells. So there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Nice fastball there from Garrett Cole. Had a little bit of movement on it, but very good location there as it stayed on the bottom half of the strike zone. 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Here comes Vinny Pasquantino. The pitch from Cole. In there. Nope. Just misses on the inside corner. I thought that would have been a called strike, but Wells does not get the call as he tried to frame that one. So the count is now 1-0 here on Vinny. 1-0. 1-0 pitch coming up to Vinny. The pitch. Lined foul. And the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Vinny Pasquantino. Like Garrett Cole's windup. Something that he developed in spring training. The 1-1 pitch misses outside, and the count is now 2-1 on Vinny Pasquantino. 2-1. 2-1 count on Vinny Pasquantino. The 2-1 pitch come in. The set, the pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup from Garrett Cole, and the count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 here on Vinny Pasquantino. Two pitch coming up here from Cole. The set and the pitch fouled straight back into the netting, and the count remains at 2-2. 2-2. 2-2 pitch coming up from Cole. The set and the pitch in there for a called strike 3. Nice changeup from Garrett Cole. 86 miles per hour. Got him looking. And so that's Garrett Cole's second strikeout of the night. We'll go to the top of the second inning. No score here in Kansas City. 0-0. Again, guys, thank you for being here tonight. While Ken is out bowling, we appreciate it. Bowling with the sun, John, always a good time. And so he'll be hopefully joining us a little bit later on tonight, along with possibly Joe as well. Yankees looking for the sweep tonight over Kansas City, looking to win overall 4 games in a row. And then, of course, they'll have a very important series against the Sacramento Athletics coming up on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then, of course, we go back home and face the Cleveland Guardians and the Boston Red Sox before we go out on another road trip. So I appreciate you guys for being here tonight. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Yankees are coming back up here in the second inning. We'll have Cody Bellinger, Ahmed Rosario, and Anthony Volpe come up. So thank you guys for being here. What's up to Mario? What's up, Mario? How you doing? Caballero in English is horseman. That's my horse. Very nice. Yes. So let's hope that the Yankees play good baseball tonight. Unfortunately, I don't have the magic powers that Joe has of calling a home run or a strikeout, but I can do my best to give you guys the analysis depending on, what's going on in the game and what I feel is going to happen in that moment. I mean, the way that Joe's able to call those home runs is just crazy. He gets that feeling in his shoulder and he just calls it. Pretty insane. So here comes Cody Bellinger. The first pitch is right down the middle and for a called strike 1. So the count here is 0-1 on Cody Bellinger. 0-1. 0-1 pitch. The pitch in there again for a called strike with the sinker. And the count is now 0-2 on Bellinger. Bellinger hitting .277 this year. The 0-2 pitch come in. The pitch misses down low. Bounced up there with a slider. And the count is now 1-2 on Bellinger. 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming up from Cameron. Sets, fires, pitch is grounded sharply, but right at the first baseman, Pasquantino. And he takes it himself to first base and beats Bellinger to the bag. So there's one out here in the top of the second, one away. So they're showing all 24 hits from the Yankees last night on the sprite chart. The offense it's been good this year, a lot of up and down, but mostly good. The pitch to Rosario is in there for a called strike 1, and the count is 0-1. You're never going to replicate 24 hits again for the second straight game, but you might as well try to be a little bit consistent and put up 5-6 runs. The pitch is down low, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Rosario. 1-1. 1-1 on the way. The pitch from Cameron swung on and missed from Rosario, and the count is now 1-2. 1-2 here on Rosario. 1-2 coming up on Rosario. The pitch is a foul tip, and it goes foul. So Rosario stays alive here. Count remains 1-2. All right, Sean. Yep, Jason is streaming the Mets game tonight, so please go and give Jason a little bit of support as well as he is streaming the Mets game against the Reds tonight on World Sports Mania Entertainment. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Jacob Petruzzi, what's going on? Thank you for being here. 1-2 pitch coming up from Cameron. The pitch is hit on the ground sharply again, but right at the second baseman. And he throws to first and gets Rosario for the second out in the top of the second. 2 outs here, top of the second. Thank you, Jacob. Yes, Jason is doing a great job on World Sports Mania Entertainment, doing the Mets tonight against Cincinnati Reds. So here comes Anthony Volpe, who has impressed a lot of people. I like what I've seen from him. The pitch inside, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Volpe. 1-0. 24 pitches so far for Noah Cameron. 1-0 pitch coming up. The pitch in there on the lower half of the strike zone for a called strike, right at the knees, and the count is now even at 1-1 on Volpe. The 1-1 pitch coming up The set, the pitch. In there again with a changeup for a called strike, 1-2. So Cameron going with a lot of off speed early in counts. 1-2 pitch coming up to Volpe. The set, the pitch, down low, and the count is now 2-2. 2-2 here on Volpe. Well, let's hope that the Yankees offense can produce tonight. Of course, they won't score 15 runs again, but let's hope they can put up some good run support for Cole tonight. The 2-2 pitch to Volpe is hit on the ground to the shortstop Witt. He fires to first and gets Volpe in time for the third out of the top of the second. So the Yankees go down again 1-2-3 in their half of the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Yankees Royals are scoreless in Kansas City so far tonight. Go to the bottom of the second inning. Coming up for the Royals is going to be Salvador Perez, Carter Jensen, and Lane Thomas. So we'll also have a scoreboard update after the top of the third inning, and then we'll have one again after the top of the sixth. Kaz Shefnick is, I'm assuming, busy tonight. Shefnick is working very hard as a chef, and so he will actually be joining us on Saturday night. Myself, Jason, and Shefnick will be streaming the Yankees against the Sacramento A's. So please join us on Saturday night at 10:05 p.m. for Yankees and Athletics. Myself, Jason, and Shefnick will be calling that one on NY Yankee Mania. And then on Friday night, don't miss out on Friday night's game, as I will be calling the Yankees against the Athletics on Friday night just by myself. So please join me for that game on Friday night, Yankees and Athletics. Should be a fun one, and the start time for that one is 9:40 p.m. All right, so thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. I think historically, after the Yankees put up 15 runs a game, they usually slow down a little bit the next day offensively. But I do believe that the Yankees will get to Cameron tonight, and they will provide enough runs for Garrett Cole. As in the last game that Garrett Cole pitched, they only put up one run of support for him, and that was only off of an Austin Wells home run. So they need to put up run support tonight for Garrett Cole in his second start coming off Tommy John surgery. Appreciate you guys being here. So here comes the pitch to Salvador Perez. The pitch is fouled away, and the count is 0-1. 0-1 here on Salvador Perez, hitting cleanup for Kansas City tonight. Bottom of the second, nobody out, nobody on base. 0-1 pitch coming up to Perez. Here we go. Cole operating from the windup. The set, the pitch, misses down low and away for a ball, and the count is now 1-1 on Perez. 1-1. Evan, you like when I come in Joe streams? But I like when you come in all of our streams, Travis. Every single one of them. 1-1 pitch coming up to Perez. The pitch from Cole. Grounded to Volpe. Makes the play, throws to first, and gets Perez in time at first base. So there's one out here in the bottom of the second inning. One away. I agree, Sean. I believe next inning will break through against Noah Cameron, who is attacking the Yankees with off-speed pitches early on in counts tonight. So I believe the Yankees will adjust to that. Here comes Carter Jensen, the catcher for the Royals tonight. The pitch from Cole, the windup, the pitch. In there for a called strike. Nice knuckle curve there from Garrett Cole, showing a little bit of versatility there in his arsenal. And the count is 1-0. Sorry, 0-1. 0-1 here on Jensen. The 0-1 pitch. Cut on and missed. He waved there at a inside slider that was running towards his foot. And the count is now 0-2. 0-2 here on Carter Jensen. And speaking of Chef Nick, you guys asked for him, and he's here. He shows up like a magician waving a towel through the night. What's up, everyone, ladies and gentlemen? Allow me to introduce myself. Oh, boy. 0-2 pitch coming up from Cole. The pitch Lined, foul straight back into the netting, and the count remains 0-2. 0-2 here on Jensen. What's up, Chef? Hope you had a great day. Hope you had a great day, Chef. Thank you for being here. Here we go. The 0-2 pitch from Cole. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a slider. Tailing towards the low part of the strike zone. Misses down low. So a nice strikeout there on Carter Jensen. Cole records his third strikeout of the night. Third strikeout of the night for Garrett Cole. This one on a slider down low. So that's 3 strikeouts for Garrett Cole tonight. 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Here comes Lane Thomas, the former Guardian. The pitch in there for a called strike with a 4-seam fastball. And the count is 0-1. 0-1 here on Lane Thomas. 0-1 pitch coming up from Cole. The pitch in there again for a called strike with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. And the count is 0-2. 0-2 here on Lane Thomas. The 0-2 pitch coming up from Cole. The windup, the pitch. Swung on and missed. Tipped into the glove of Wells. Thomas goes down swinging on a high fastball. 4th strikeout of the night for Garrett Cole already. He's looking good. And I'm sure he'll be eating those bananas on the bench to give him some more energy. So after 2 innings of play, Yankees and Royals are scoreless. We're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning. And we'll see Yankees coming up. We'll have Ryan McMahon, Jose Caballero, and Austin Wells. Yep, so there we go, guys. Yankees coming up here in the top of the 3rd. Travis, I did not see what your jokes were. I'm sure they were about one subject only, and I believe everybody knows what they were. You pretty much, your jokes are pretty similar every time, Travis. I think we have a good sense of them. You should try to add them to the book of jokes. I think they'll fit well in there. Or possibly to the world record book. I believe that they'll be good fitted there in the book of world records. So what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Chef Nick, once again, hope you're doing well, Chef Nick. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for being here. So let's hope that the Yankees can adjust well off of Noah Cameron here in the top of the 3rd inning. Yankees once again looking for the sweep of Kansas City, going for their 14th straight win against Kansas City, dating back to the playoffs in 2024 in the ALDS. Yes, Kaz, Cole is looking great. Cole is looking great. All right, so top of the 3rd, here comes Ryan McMahon. The first pitch from Cameron. A bunt attempt, and he's going to bunt that one foul. Goes near the Royals dugout. So the count here is 0-1 on Ryan McMahon, 0-1. McMahon's had the last couple of days off. As we saw Jose Caballero play third base on Monday. 0-1 pitch coming up to McMahon. The pitch from Cameron outside, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Ryan McMahon. 1-1 pitch coming up from Cameron. The pitch fouled away. First base side, third base side out of play. And the count now goes to 1-2. 1-2 count here on Ryan McMahon. So once again, guys, thank you for being here tonight. 1-2 count on Ryan McMahon. 1-2 count. 31 pitches so far for Noah Cameron. The 1-2, the pitch. Waved on and missed. Strike 3 on Ryan McMahon. He goes down swinging on an outside slider. So he strikes out. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. 1 away. Yep. Thank you, Damon. Yep. Travis, yes, thank you for being here. You're welcome to say anything you want. Just no personal attacks. Appreciate that. The pitch to Caballero is a called strike on a changeup, and the count is 0-1. Anyone else see a Cabby shortstop, Volpe second base future? I could see that. Yes, I can definitely see that. Kaz, yes, definitely. 0-1 count here on Caballero. The pitch is a bunt attempt. He lays it down, but it goes foul outside of third base. So that's the second time the Yankees have attempted a bunt tonight, but it goes foul. And so the count is 0-2 here on Caballero. 0-2. Yes, the versatility between Volpe and Caballero is honestly what you want up the middle there. You can put Volpe at second, Caballero at shortstop. You can put Volpe at short, Caballero at third base, whatever you need to do. The 0-2 pitch fouled away by Caballero, and the count remains 0-2. 1-2. 0-2 here on Caballero. What's up to Corky? How you doing, Corky? What's up? What's going on? 0-2 pitch here on Jose Caballero. Cameron kicks and deals. The pitch grounded to third base. Garcia throws to first in time to get the speedy Caballero at first base. 2 outs here in the top of the third. 2 away. 2 away here in the top of the third inning. So far, Yankees with no hits on the night. And here comes Austin Wells. First pitch to Wells. Swung on and missed. Nice slider there from Noah Cameron. And the count is 0-1 here. 0-1 on Wells. 0-1 pitch coming up from Cameron. The set, the pitch. A little bit up high with a curveball. And the count is 1-1 here. 1-1 on Austin Wells, who had a multi-hit performance last night, as well as everybody in the lineup did. The 1-1 pitch in there for a called strike. If I was Wells, I would have capitalized on that one. That was a hanging slider there in the middle of the strike zone. The count is now 1-2 here. 1-2 on Wells. And Wells takes his timeout here. 39 pitches here so far for Cameron. 39 pitches. The 1-2 pitch coming. The pitch up high, missed with a fastball. And the count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 on Wells. 2-2 pitch coming up to Wells. The pitch just misses up high. Looked like it may have crossed the strike zone, but the catcher did not catch it in the area of the strike zone. So the count goes full 3-2 there. 3-2 on Wells. With a veteran catcher like Salvi, he may have wanted to challenge it. The pitch grounded foul outside of third base, as Wells also breaks a little bit of his bat there. It breaks a little piece off of his bat. So the count remains full now, 3-2. Wells will get a new bat. 3-2 count here on Wells. 3-2. Top of the third inning, no score in Kansas City. Yankees going for the sweep over the Royals tonight. Royals are trying to salvage the series with taking the final game of the series. 3-2 count coming up to Wells. Top of the third inning here, 2 away, 3-2 count. 3-2 pitch on the way here. Cameron, the pitch just misses off the outside corner for ball 4. But Salvador Perez is going to challenge it. We'll see if that pitch was in there for a strike. Or sorry, that was Carter Jensen. And ABS shows that the pitch was a called strike 3, so it did catch the outside corner for called strike 3. Wells goes down looking. And so that was my bad. Carter Jensen is the catcher tonight for Kansas City. Carter Jensen. So he didn't challenge the first one, but he did challenge the second one. And he gets the overturn call there on Austin Wells. So that'll do it for the Yankees in the top of the third inning as they strike out twice. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning here. And let me give you guys a quick scoreboard update right now. So you guys are listening right now to the Yankees-Royals game. No score here. We're going to the bottom of the third. Orioles lead the Rays 8-0 in the top of the sixth. Tigers lead the Angels 3-0 going to the top of the sixth. Cubs and Pirates are tied at 4. They're in the top of the sixth. Red Sox lead the Braves 6-0 in the top of the fifth. Mets lead the Reds 2-1 in the top of the fourth. You can hear that game with Jason on World Sports Mania Entertainment. The White Sox lead the Twins 2-1 going to the top of the third. Astros, Rangers, no score there in Arlington, Texas in the bottom of the first inning. And then coming up, of course, later tonight, you have the Rockies and the Dodgers. The finals today already, you had the Blue Jays defeat the Marlins 2-1. The Guardians defeated the Nationals 3-2. The Brewers defeated the Cardinals 2-1. The Mariners defeated and swept the Athletics, score of 9-1. The D-backs defeated the Giants 3-2, and the Phillies defeated the Padres 3-0. So I appreciate you guys for being here tonight. Thank you for everything that you guys have done to support us on the channel so far. Heading towards 2,000 subscribers, so continue to like and subscribe to the channel. Later on tonight, we'll be joined by Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth, as he will be coming back from bowling tonight, giving you guys his play-by-play with me as well here on NY Yankee Mania. So Garrett Cole coming back out here for the bottom of the third inning. So thank you guys for being here. Here comes Jack Caglione for the Royals. The first pitch from Cole, the windup, the pitch. Called strike with a fastball. And the count is 0-1 here, 0-1. 0-1 pitch on the way from Cole to Caglione. The pitch from Cole. Swung on and missed. A nice knuckle curve there that dropped to the bottom of the strike zone. And the count is now 0-2 here, 0-2 on Caglione. 0-2 pitch coming up from Cole to Caglione. The windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Garrett Cole records the strikeout on Jack Caglione. He goes down good morning, good afternoon, and good night. So that's Garrett Cole's 5th strikeout on the night here in the bottom of the third inning. One away here, as that will bring up Michael Massey. Michael Massey coming up. First pitch from Cole to Massey. The pitch is lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Judge is going to try to cut the ball over. Massey is going to go to second base, and he's in there safely with a one-out double. So that ball was hit relatively more towards down the foul line there in right field. So that's a one-out double for Michael Massey. That pitch was left over the middle of the plate there. Nice swing from Massey as he gets a one-out double. Oh boy, you guys are starting with this negative stuff again. Keep it relatively cool in the chat tonight, guys. Appreciate that. Keep it moderate. You can have arguments, but please don't call anybody names, please. Here comes Isaac Collins. The first pitch was a called strike, 0-1. 0-1 pitch coming up from Cole. The pitch outside, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Isaac Collins. 1-1. 1-1 here on Collins. Cole sets and fires. The pitch is swung on and missed on a changeup, and the count is 1-2. 1-2 here on Isaac Collins. 1-2. 1-2 here on Collins. And Cole steps off. So we'll wait to do the 1-2 pitch momentarily. One-two count here on Collins. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Cole. The pitch is popped up, but it will go foul out of play. And the count remains 1-2. We played today and we will win today. That's the motto, Mario. That's what we need to do today. Play today and win. 1-2 pitch coming up from Cole to Collins. Operating from the stretch, the pitch. Grounded foul outside of first base. And the count remains 1-2. 1-2. If you don't, guys, mind me 1 second here. I need to plug my computer in, so give me 1 sec. Around every day. All right. Here we go. 1-2 pitch. Strike three. Struck him out swinging. Nice pitch there from Garrett Cole. He struck him out on a nice changeup. Strike three there on. That was. All right, here comes Michael Garcia, the pitch. In there for a called strike, 0-1. 0-1. That was Isaac Collins who struck out. So 6 strikeouts on the night for Cole. 0-1 count here on Garcia, the pitch. Just misses outside, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Collins. 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch coming up from Cole to Collins. The pitch, or Garcia, lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Judge throws it in, but coming around third and out at the plate. The throw from Aaron Judge was in time to get the runner from second base in Michael Massey. So Judge throws out Michael Massey at home plate. So that'll do it for the Royals in the bottom of the third inning. They do not score. Nice throw from Aaron Judge. Perfect throw. Right on target. Nice throw from Aaron Judge. Perfect. That's what we love to see right there from Judge. So the Royals do get a hit in the bottom of the third inning. However, they do not score, as they do leave the runner there on second base stranded. And Garrett Cole records his 6th strikeout of the night, I believe. Yes, 6 strikeouts. When will they learn, Sean? They will never learn. They didn't learn in the WBC. They didn't learn the season before. They didn't learn 2 years ago. They will never learn now. Judge is always going to nail the runner at home plate if you try to score on him. If Judge has a perfect read on that ball, if he has a perfect launching point, then he's definitely gonna gun down that runner. No doubt about that. Yep, Mighty Funny, 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. Looking great so far is Garrett Cole. Love what we're seeing from him as of right now. Yankees offense needs to provide him with a little bit run support here, going to the top of the 4th inning. We'll have Paul Goldschmidt, Ben Rice, and Aaron Judge come up. So 1, 2, 3 in our top of the lineup is coming up here. So thank you guys for being here tonight. A little bit later on, we'll have Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth join me, as he will also be calling the game with me as well. Nice throw there from Aaron Judge. Perfect throw. Mighty says, I almost love watching Judge throw, then hit. Impressive cannon. Yes. Yes. That's why Judge is our everyday right fielder. I know there were some signs of him slowing down at the plate, but he is definitely our best weapon out there in right field. There's a reason why he's a Gold Glover, and he needs to stay there for a little while longer. 0-1, the pitch to Goldschmidt is a called strike. 0-1. 0-1 here on Goldschmidt. The 0-1 pitch to Goldschmidt is down low, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Goldschmidt. 1-1 count here on Paul. Cameron at the set. And the pitch from Cameron, a little bit up high, missed with a slider. And the count is now 2-1. 2-1 here on Goldschmidt. 2-1 here on Goldschmidt. The pitch is popped up, and it's going to go foul out of play. So the count will be now even at 2-2. 2-2 on Goldschmidt. 2-2. 2-2. 2-2 pitch coming up from Cameron. The pitch, a little bit up high, missed with a curveball, and the count is now full 3-2. 3-2 on Goldschmidt. 0-1 tonight. 0-1 tonight is Goldschmidt. 3-2 pitch coming up from Cameron. He sets, fires, pitch is lined, base hit into left field through the third and shortstop hole there. So Goldschmidt picks up the Yankees' first hit of the night. He reaches first base, and we'll see Ben Rice come up to bat right now. Ben Rice coming up to bat. Yankees have their first hit of the night with Paul Goldschmidt. Runner on first base, nobody out. Top of the fourth. The pitch from Cameron to Rice. Working from the stretch. The pitch lined into left field, and that's going to be over the head of the left fielder. It goes off the wall. Goldschmidt goes to second. He's going to go to third. He's going to round third. He's going to score. Ben Rice round second. He goes to third base, and he's in there safely. Ben Rice with a RBI triple. Very nice piece of hitting there from Ben Rice, attacking early in the count. Ben Rice picks up an RBI triple, and the Yankees go up 1-0. 1-0. The reason why Goldschmidt was able to score there was because the ball there in left field was able to go off the wall directly, and it bounced away from the left fielder. So that's why Goldschmidt was able to score there, as it went pretty far away there from the left fielder after it went off the wall. So runner on third base, nobody out. Here's Aaron Judge. The pitch misses outside, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Judge. 1-0. 1-0 pitch coming up to Judge from Cameron. The set, the pitch, down low in the dirt, and the count is now 2-0. 2-0 on Judge. 2-0 here on Judge. 2-0 pitch coming up. Rice is at third. Nobody out still. The 2-0 pitch in there for a called strike with a cutter, and the count is now 2-1. 2-1 here on Judge. 2-1. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch coming up. The pitch in there again with a changeup for a called strike. And the count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 count here on Judge. So this will be a great opportunity once again for the Yankees to get the second run in. 2-2 count on Judge. Ben Rice at third base. Yankees up 1-0 here. 1-0. 2-2 count here on Judge. 2-2 pitch ready from Cameron. He sets, fires, pitch is hit in the air to center field. Should be able for Rice to score there. And the catch is made by Caglione. Rice tags up from third base, and he is in there safely. So that's a sacrifice fly there from Aaron Judge. And the Yankees go up 2-0. 2-0 Yankees on top right now. There we go. So, Sean, it may not have been a home run, but he did get the RBI in. So, there you go. I'll give you that. It was good enough there. A home run, sac fly, pretty much being the same thing there. So, I'll give you the We'll give you the support for that. Give you the credit for that. Here comes Cody Bellinger. The first pitch outside, 1-0. 1-0 here on Bellinger. The 1-0 pitch coming up. The pitch grounded foul outside of third base. And the count is now even 1-1. Yep, the most important thing was he was able to get the run in, so it's 2-0 Yankees. 1 out here, top of the fourth. The 1-1 pitch coming up from Cameron. The pitch is grounded foul outside of first base, just foul. And the count is now 1-2. 1-2 on Bellinger. 1-2 count here on Cody Bellinger. 1 out here in the top of the fourth. 2-0 Yankees on top. The 1-2 pitch coming up from Cameron. The pitch, a little bit outside, and the count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 on Bellinger. 2-2. As there is Cal Quatraro, the Royals manager. 2-2 count on Belly. 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch coming. The pitch swung on and missed strike 3. Bellinger strikes out swinging on a changeup there from Cameron. Bellinger was a little bit out in front of that one, so he goes down swinging. So there are 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 outs, as that will bring up Ahmed Rosario. Ahmed Rosario coming up here in the top of the fourth. The pitch from Cameron, up high and away, missed with a curveball. The count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Rosario. The pitch from Cameron, swung on and missed. Nice changeup there from Cameron, located up high in the strike zone. Count is now even 1-1. 1-1 here on Rosario. 1-1 pitch coming up. The set, the pitch. Fouled straight back into the netting, and the count is now 1-2. 1-2 on Rosario. Cameron at 63 pitches here in the top of the fourth inning. Yankees have done a good job this inning of working his pitch count a little bit higher. 2-0 Yankees lead again. Top of the fourth inning, 1-2 count on Rosario. The pitch from Cameron, grounded through the right side, but nice play by the second baseman, Massey. Throws on the run and gets Rosario at first base. Nice play there from Michael Massey as he makes the play. However, the Yankees do score 2 runs on a triple there from Ben Rice, scoring Paul Goldschmidt, and a sacrifice fly there from Aaron Judge. Yankees up 2-0. We're going to go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Coming up for the Royals will be Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, and Salvador Perez. So, going to the bottom of the fourth inning, Garrett Cole is going to come back out here. Garrett Cole coming back out for his fourth inning of work. He has 6 strikeouts in 3 innings. So let's hope that he keeps it up. He does have some run support this time around. And we'll see if he means business. He goes back out there and he shuts them down. Kaz says, you guys ever see old videos of O'Neill in the dugout? Yes. After he struck out, yes, I have. Hitting the water cooler, hitting the Gatorade cooler there. Yes. Being very pissed off and upset. Yes, I have. Travis says, Evan, do you think I'm mean to you 2 times? No, I don't think you're mean to me at all. Nope. You are not mean. We all respect you here, Travis. You're all good. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Continue to like and subscribe to the channel, as well as on World Sports Mania Entertainment. Jason is streaming the Mets game tonight. Let's take a look to see how they're doing. The Mets right now are up 2-1. So the Mets are up 2-1 right now over the Reds. So hopefully he can inspire them to actually win a game, as they've been on a struggling path here in these last couple of weeks. So I hope you guys are doing well tonight. Later on, a little bit later on tonight, we'll have Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth come up, and he will give you guys his play-by-play as well with me. So we appreciate you guys being here tonight. Yankees and Royals. Yankees looking for the sweep over Kansas City. Looking to go 14 straight games over Kansas City, consecutive winning streak over Kansas City, 14 in a row. Here comes Bobby Witt Jr. The first pitch misses outside, 1-0. 1-0 here on Bobby Witt. The 1-0 pitch from Cole. The pitch a little bit down low, missed with the slider, just off the bottom of the strike zone. And the count is now 2-0. 2-0 on Bobby Witt. Yep, thank you, Damon. 2-0 pitch coming up from Cole. The pitch just missed off the outside corner with a knuckle curve, so the count is now 3-0. Cole trying to be too cute here, missing his spots a little bit. Just rear back and fire. 3-0 pitch coming up from Cole to Bobby Witt. Here comes the 3-0 pitch from Cole. The pitch is a fly ball in the air to shallow center field. Going back is Rosario. He calls off Bellinger and he makes the catch. So Bobby Witt Jr. swings at a 3-0 pitch and does not do anything with it. Rosario makes the catch in center field. So there's one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning, one away. Cole's pitch count being very ergonomical so far, as Chef Nick says, very ergonomical. As I like to say, though, it's economical. Here comes Vinny Pasquantino. The first pitch to Vinny from Cole is hit in the air to shallow left field, and Volpe is going to come out and make the catch. Nice catch there from Anthony Volpe, reaching out over his right shoulder and making the catch in shallow left field. So there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 2 outs. 2 outs. Hey, what's up, Jake? How are you doing? He says, hey, Evan and everyone, how are the Yankees doing today? I'm not really following. Well, the Yankees are up 2-0 right now. 2-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Salvador Perez is coming up to bat right now. 2 outs here. The first pitch from Cole, the windup, the pitch. In there for a called strike 1 with a knuckle curve. And the count is 0-1. 0-1 count here on Salvador Perez. The 0-1 pitch coming up. The pitch grounded foul outside of third base. And so the count is now 0-2. 0-2 on Salvador Perez. Salvador Perez up right now. The cleanup hitter for the Royals tonight. I'm assuming he's also their DH because they have Carter Jensen behind the dish tonight catching. 0-2 count on Perez from Cole. 0-2 pitch on the way. The windup, the pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. Nice slider there from Garrett Cole, struck him out swinging. That's Cole's 7th strikeout on the night through 4 innings. So he is dealing. Yankees are going to come back up here in the top of the 5th inning. They'll have Anthony Volpe, Ryan McMahon, and Jose Caballero come up to bat here in the top of the 5th. Very nice inning there from Garrett Cole. What I like from Garrett Cole right now is that he's executing with his off-speed pitches. His knuckle curve, his slider, his changeup, they're all playing very big parts of his arsenal tonight. I like what I'm seeing from that. Like how he's executing there with his fastball as well, setting up his off-speed. I think his windup is definitely proving to be a critical part of his success so far early on because he's not necessarily operating from the stretch like he used to. He used to always, do that one step to the left, but now that he has that windup, it allows him to kind of gain a little bit more power from his stance there. So especially coming back from an injury like Tommy John, it's definitely helping him improve his command a little bit as he comes back. So I like what I'm seeing so far from Cole. 7 strikeouts through 4 innings. Yankees up 2-0 right now over Kansas City. Top of the 5th inning on the way. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. Thank you for being here. Of course, the next series coming up will be the Yankees against the Athletics. Yankees are traveling to Sacramento. I will be on the call for Friday night's game, 9:40 p.m. Yankees against the Athletics. So join me, please, guys, on Friday night. Yankees and Athletics. I will be calling that game for you guys. As well as Saturday night. There will be a Saturday night party as myself, Jason, and Chef Nick will be calling that game for you guys on Saturday night right here on NY Yankee Mania for Yankees and A's. And that start time will be at 10:05 p.m. So it'll be a late start. And it will be a late night here on NY Yankee Mania. However, we're happy to bring it to you guys. Kaz says he's going to go to a Real Riders game soon. That's very nice. Very nice there, Kaz. So Anthony Volpe is going to come up here in the top of the 5th inning, hitting .273 so far in his early start to the season. The pitch from Cameron. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1 here on Anthony Volpe. 0-1. 0-1 here on Volpe. 2-0 Yankees up, top of the 5th. The 0-1 pitch, Cameron sets and fires. Pitch fouled away, and the count is now quickly 0-2. 0-2 here on Anthony Volpe. 0-2. 0-2 pitch coming up from Cameron. The pitch missed down low in the dirt, bounces up there with a curveball, and the count is now 1-2. 1-2 here on Volpe. 1-2. 1-2 count. The set from Cameron. The set and the pitch. Outside. Missed with the fastball. And the count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 on Volpe. 2-2 here on Volpe from Cameron. Cameron kicks and deals. The pitch grounded up the middle, and right there is Bobby Witt Jr. He makes the play, throws to first in time to get Volpe at first base. Nice play there from Bobby Witt Jr. going to his left. So there's one out here in the top of the 5th inning, as that will bring up Ryan McMahon. Coming up to bat, he struck out back in his first at-bat. Cameron is at 68 pitches so far in the top of the 5th. First pitch coming up from Cameron. The pitch fouled away from McMahon, and the count is 0-1. 0-1 here on McMahon. 0-1. So Cameron once again operating from the windup here and really attacking the Yankees early on with his off-speed pitches here early in the count. 0-1 here on McMahon. The pitch misses up high for a ball, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Ryan McMahon. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. That was a nice curveball there from Cameron, a nice inside curveball. And so the count is now 1-2. 1-2 here on McMahon. 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming up. Cameron kicks and deals. Pitch lines into right field, but right there is the right fielder, Caglione, to make the catch. He didn't even have to move as he stayed right there in his spot, and he made the catch for the second out in the top of the 5th inning. 2 outs here for the Yankees in the top of the 5th. Sean says Volpe is always hustling, and the kid has heart. Yes, he does. And Kaz says the kid gives 110% every at-bat, whether he gets a hit or not. I 100% agree with that. Here comes Caballero, the first pitch to Cabby. In there for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. 0-1 here on Caballero. 0-1 pitch coming. Cameron sets and fires. Pitch is just off the plate there. Just missed. A little bit high in the strike zone. Looks like it caught the corner, but the Royals will not challenge. Count is 1-1. The pitch here, 1-1 pitch. In there for a called strike with a curveball. And so the count is now 1-2. 1-2 here on Jose. 1-2. Thank you guys for being here. Yankees up 2-0 over the Royals, top of the 5th. The pitch fouled away from Caballero, and the count remains 1-2. 1-2 here on Jose. 1-2 count on Caballero. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch lined into right center field, moving over to his right, and not able to make the catch as Caglione. It drops in front of him for a base hit. So a nice 2-out single there from Jose Caballero as he reaches first base with a 2-out single here in the top of the 5th. Now that's what's great about it, is that Caballero and Volpe can now both play on the field at the same time in 2 different spots. It might cost Jazz an opportunity. It might cost Grisham an opportunity, but it is nice to see these 2 guys play on the field at the same time. The first pitch to Wells is fouled away, and the count is 0-1. 0-1 here on Wells. 0-1 count here on Wells. Caballero leads off the first, and Cameron operates from the stretch. The 0-1 pitch coming up from Cameron. Looks at first, the pitch in there for a called strike, and the count is now 0-2. 0-2 here on Wells. 0-2. 0-2 count on Wells right now. 0-2. Wells just stayed in there and took the pitch, didn't even wind up and try to hit that one. Guess he was looking to see what Cameron was going to throw there. The 0-2 pitch coming up from Cameron. He kicks and looks back to first base and throws over there, but back in time is Caballero. He reaches back safely. 0-2 pitch coming up from Wells, or 0-2 pitch coming up from Cameron to Wells. 0-2 on the way. Cameron sets and fires. Pitch is lined up the middle, but right there is the second baseman, Massey. He makes the play, throws to first, in time to get Wells at first base. So that'll do it for the Yankees in the top of the 5th inning. They leave 1 runner on base. They do not score. Yankees are up 2-0. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning here in Kansas City as Garrett Cole, a.k.a. the Cole Train, will come back out here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Coming up for the Royals, we'll have Carter Jensen, Lane Thomas, and Jack Caglione. So that will be the Royals' 3 men coming up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. If you have not, please like and subscribe to NY Yankee Mania, Yankees The Ugly Truth, and World Sports Mania Entertainment. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Yankees up 2-0 so far tonight over Kansas City. Looking to get the sweep and looking to get to another win after tonight's game. Appreciate you guys being here. Yankees looking to get to 34-22 on the season, 12 games over 500, and looking to gain a little bit more ground in the AL East as the Rays are currently down to Baltimore tonight, currently losing to the Orioles. So perfect opportunity for the Yankees to inch closer to that division lead. Mario says, how we doing? Was walking my dog Bronx, his name. Awesome. Well, tell Bronx I say hello. Tell him that I hope he inspires the Yankees to win a lot of games and hopefully to win the World Series soon. So we appreciate that. Whoever is a Knicks fan in the chat, Jason might be calling some NBA Finals games between the Knicks and either Spurs or Thunder. So look out for that as well, being that the Knicks are in the finals. Look out for that as well. Some NBA Finals games here on NY Yankee Mania, World Sports Mania Entertainment. Any Knicks fans in the chat, who would you prefer to play, Spurs or Thunder? If you guys would like to answer that question. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off is Carter Jensen. First pitch coming up from Cole, his 47th pitch of the night. The pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1 here on Jensen. 0-1. As Kaz says, the Spurs. Yes. I expect that answer from a lot of Knicks fans. Spurs. The pitch to Jensen is popped up, hitting the air to shallow right field, as that will be Ahmed Rosario coming over and making the catch for the first out in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th, as Garrett Cole retires another hitter. 1 away here, bottom of the 5th inning, as Mighty Funny also says that he wants the Spurs to win. He loves Stephon Castle and go UConn, yes. The pitch to Lane Thomas is a cut and a miss. Waves at a pitch that was down low in the zone. And that was a nice slider there from Garrett Cole. Nice break on a slider. 0-1. 0-1 pitch coming up to Thomas. The pitch misses outside with the slider. And the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Lane Thomas. 1-1 pitch coming up from Cole. The pitch down low, missed with the slider, and the count is now 2-1. 2-1 here on Lane Thomas. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 Yankees lead. Nobody on base. 2-1 pitch coming up from Cole. The windup and the pitch. Popped up, but it will go foul out of play. And the count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 here on Lane Thomas. 2-2 coming up here to Thomas. If you guys are into hockey as well, the Carolina Hurricanes lead the Montreal Canadiens 1-0 right now in the first period. 2-2 pitch coming up from Cole. The pitch right down the middle, got him looking for a called strike 3. Cole's 8th strikeout of the night comes with a fastball right down to Johnson. Gets him looking for a called strike 3. Perfect location. And Garrett Cole picks up his 8th strikeout of the night. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. As that will bring up Jack Caglione. First pitch to Caglione. The pitch from Cole. Swung on and missed with a fastball. So the count is 0-1 here on Caglione. 0-1. 0-1 here. Cole has 3 strikeouts on his slider, 3 strikeouts via his four-seam fastball, and 2 strikeouts via his changeup. The pitch to Caglione is fouled away. And so the count goes quickly here to 0-2. 0-2 on Caglione. 0-2 pitch coming up from Cole, who is right now in his rhythm, looking very strong. The 0-2 pitch, the windup, the pitch misses down low with the knuckle curve. He tried going with the same pitch that he got Caglione to swing and miss on in his first at-bat and in his second at-bat as well. So the count is now 1-2. The pitch from Cole swung on and missed, strike 3. He went back to that same pitch in the knuckle curve, and he got Caglione to swing and miss over it. Garrett Cole, 9 strikeouts through 5 innings tonight. Looking very, very sharp in his second outing of 2026. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. Coming up to bat for the Yankees will be Paul Goldschmidt, Ben Rice, and Aaron Judge. So 1, 2, and 3 Yankee hitters coming up here to face the Royals here in the top of the 6th inning. Yes, I agree. Damon Cole is looking exceptional tonight. He definitely is. Wouldn't mind if the Yankees put up a little bit more run support for him. As, you know, that's not really for a default of his, of course. It's more for the bullpen to more help out the bullpen in their case to win tonight's game. You know, whenever you score 15 runs the day before, your bullpen should be relatively rested the next day. And so that should be the case for the Yankees bullpen tonight, is that they should have everyone and anyone available to pitch tonight if need be. So you guys are talking about dogs in the chat, speaking some Spanish as well. Okay, appreciate that. So it's 2-0 Yankees right now. Hope you guys are doing well. A little bit later on, we'll have Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth come up and give you guys his play-by-play as well, as he is out bowling tonight with his son, John. Garrett Cole pitching very, very well tonight. We'll see what his ultimate pitch count limit is, but right now he is operating very, very well. So I'm assuming that Boone is going to let him control the game at his own pace. If one of the innings coming up gets a little bit out of hand, then I can see him going to the bullpen. But as of right now, I do see Aaron Boone letting Cole go the distance here. Here comes Goldschmidt. The first pitch from Cameron is a curveball that catches the outside corner for a called strike 1. 0-1 here on Goldie. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. A little bit up high, and the count is now even 1-1. Money Funny says Cole, Cam, Fried, Weathers, Warren, Rodon. That's a crazy staff. Come playoffs, 2 go to relief, yes. The pitch to Goldschmidt is lined into right field, and it's going to be a base hit into right field. Drops in front of Caglione. So Goldschmidt picks up his second hit of the night and his second leadoff single of the game. So runner on first base, nobody out for the Yankees here in the top of the sixth. Yes, Mighty Funny for sure. Definitely. A lot of options there, Mighty Funny. You can get very creative with who goes to the bullpen and all that. The pitch to Rice is fouled away, first base side out of play. And so the count here is 0-1 on Ben Rice, 0-1. 0-1 pitch coming up to Rice from Cameron. The set pitch, a little bit down low, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Rice. I agree with that. Travis, the Yankees need to score a few more runs here to give the bullpen a little bit extra stability tonight, a little bit more protection. The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed on a slider, and the count is 1-2. Mario says, I just love my Yankees. They keep me alive, baby, alive. That's right, Mario. That is right. Let's go, Yankees. 1-2 count here on Ben Rice. Goldschmidt at first base, top of the sixth. Yankees up 2-0. Looking for the sweep over the Royals. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded foul outside of third base. A little check swing there from Ben Rice. He stays alive. And so the count remains at 1-2. Half Steinbrenner, half Bulldog. At least it's not Coco the French Bulldog. 1-2 count here on Rice. The 1-2 pitch from Cameron. Grounded foul. And the count remains here at 1-2. 1-2 on Ben Rice. As the Carolina Hurricanes have now taken a 3-0 lead on the Canadians. Looking like they're going to be going up 3-1 in that series. The 1-2 pitch coming up from Cameron. The pitch. And Rice swings and misses at an outside slider. Oh, nope. Looks like he just got a piece of it to stay alive. So he did foul that one off. Count remains here at 1-2. 1-2 here on Rice. 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming up from Cameron. The 1-2. The pitch. Up high and away. Missed with the cutter. And the count here is now 2-2. 2-2 on Rice. 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way here. The pitch. Grounded foul again by Rice. And the count remains at 2-2. 2-2 on Ben Rice right now. Top of the sixth. Runner on first base. Nobody out. Good at bat here from Ben Rice, battling against Noah Cameron, who sits at, I believe that's 92 pitches. The 2-2 missed down low with a changeup, so the count goes full 3-2 right now. 3-2 on Ben Rice. Cameron at 93 pitches on the night. Top of the sixth inning, runner on first base, 3-2 count on Ben Rice. Goldschmidt at first. 3-2 count. Here comes the 3-2, the pitch. Little bit inside, ball four, he walked him, and he did not go around on a check swing. So that's ball four to Ben Rice. He walks. Runners on first and second, nobody out for the Yankees. Great at bat there from Ben Rice. Great at bat. Perfect at bat there from Ben Rice, drawing a walk. He gets on first base. As that will do it for Noah Cameron. Cal Catraro is going to come out here and take the ball from Cameron. So Cameron's night is over. He leaves two men on here in the top of the sixth inning. Judge will come up here to face off against the Royals bullpen pitcher. We'll give you guys that in a second. 2-0 Yankees lead, top of the sixth. Goldschmidt is at second. Judge is coming up to bat with Rice at first as well. First and second, nobody out. Yankees are going to wait for the Royals relief pitcher to come in right now. Coming in for the Royals is going to be John Schreiber. John Schreiber coming in here for Kansas City, as he is a right-handed relief pitcher. So currently in his 2026 season, Schreiber has 22 games pitched. He is 0-2 with a 3.10 ERA, 20.1 innings pitched with 12 strikeouts. So he's going to come in here to face Aaron Judge and then Cody Bellinger. So appreciate you guys being here tonight. Thank you for being here. Yankees up 2-0. Top of the 6th. Looking to add on some more runs tonight for Garrett Cole and the Yankees bullpen. So what do you guys think about the game so far? What are your thoughts and feelings? Appreciate the support tonight. Also calling the Mets game on World Sports Media Entertainment is Jason. He is also calling the Mets game tonight. So please go support him as well. He's doing a fantastic job. In fact, let's give you guys a little update on how that game is going. So the Mets currently lead 3-2 right now. Mets up 3-2 over the Reds. Top of the 6th inning, bases loaded for the Reds. That's right, Damon. This game is moving right along. Yes, it is. So John Schreiber coming in to pitch here for Kansas City against Aaron Judge. 2-0 Yankees on top. First pitch coming up from Schreiber. The pitch inside on Judge, and the count is 0-1. So Schreiber is kind of like a marine submarine pitcher here, a righty submariner. So a little slanted release here from Schreiber. The pitch to Judge, fouled away, and the count here is 1-1. So Schreiber is kind of like a sidearm pitcher, has that sidearm angle to him. So it's a 1-1 count here on Aaron Judge. Runners on first and second, nobody out. 1-1 here on Judge. Schreiber operating from the stretch. The pitch way outside, missed with the sweeper. And the count is now 2-1. 2-1 on Judge. We'll see how the Royals attack Judge here. I'm assuming a lot of off-speed away pitches here on Judge. Sliders, changeups away. 2-1 pitch coming up from Schreiber. The set, the pitch. Swung on and grounded right to the shortstop, Witt. On to second for one, back to first. Double play. Judge grounds into a 6-4-3 double play there as Goldschmidt advances to third base. So not what you were really looking for there from Aaron Judge. Right there as he grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. Goldschmidt goes to third base. Yankees have a runner on third base with 2 outs here as Cody Bellinger will come up to bat. Cody Bellinger coming up to bat right now. The pitch from Schreiber missed outside, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Bellinger. 1-0 pitch coming up to Bellinger from Schreiber. The set, the pitch, in there for a called strike, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1. You guys are speaking in Spanish here. I can't translate that on the spot. Here comes the 1-1 pitch here to Bellinger. The pitch is a fly ball into right field, not very deep. Coming over and making the catch is Jack Caglione. So the Yankees waste an opportunity there. Runners on first and second, nobody out. They do not score. Judge grounds into a double play, and Bellinger flies out. So that'll do it for the Yankees in the top of the 6th inning. So right now I'll give you guys a scoreboard update right before we head into the bottom of the 6th inning as Garrett Cole is expected to go back out there and face Michael Massey, Isaac Collins, and Michael Garcia. 8-9-1 coming up for the Royals. We'll give you guys a scoreboard update right now. So you guys right now are hearing Yankees Royals here on NY Yankee Mania. Yankees up 2-0 going to the bottom of the 6th. Orioles lead the Rays 11-2 in the top of the 8th inning. Tigers lead the Angels 4-0 in the top of the 9th. Cubs lead the Pirates 10-4 in the top of this, going to the top of the 8th. The Red Sox lead the Braves 7-0 going to the bottom of the 8th. The Mets lead the Reds 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th. The White Sox lead the Twins 5-1 in the bottom of the 5th. The Astros and the Rangers are tied up at 2 apiece in the top of the 4th. Coming up a little bit later on tonight at 10:10 is going to be Rockies and Dodgers. And then the finals for today, Blue Jays defeated the Marlins 2-1. Guardians defeated the Nationals 3-2. Brewers defeated the Cardinals 2-1. Mariners defeated the Athletics 9-1. D-backs defeated the Giants 3-2. And the Phillies defeated the Padres 3-0. So what's going on, guys? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate it. Garrett Cole out to face Michael Massey here as he comes back in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. And want to welcome Ken to the stream. What's up, Ken? How you doing? Once you're ready to come up, Ken, we will bring you up as Joe will bring you up once you're ready. Hope you bowled well tonight, Ken. What's going on, Cruz? What's going on, Wendy? Wendy and Cruz, how you guys doing tonight? Thank you for being here. The pitch from Cole. In there for a called strike on Michael Massey, and the count is 0-1. 0-1 here on Massey. Oh, that's unfortunate, Ken. The 0-1 pitch is hit in the air to right field down the line. It's going to be a foul ball. It just missed the foul line there in right field. Just missed the foul pole territory. Almost hit the wall on the fair side of the foul pole. So the count here is now going to be 0-2 here. 0-2 here on Michael Massey. 0-2 count. Cole is still out there tonight. Kaz says it's the Yankee gods telling you to stop missing games. Yep. 0-2 pitch from Cole. Got him. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Paint there from Garrett Cole. His 10th strikeout tonight in the bottom of the 6th inning. Perfect location on an outside fastball there. Right on the outside corner. Got him looking. Perfect location there. Nice pitch call from Wells as well. From Wells as well. Get it? 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The first pitch from Cole to Collins. Misses up high with a knuckle curve, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 count here on Isaac Collins. Garrett Cole is first on the list in Yankees all-time with most strikeouts above 10 in a game. The pitch to Collins is in there for a called strike, and the count is 1-0. 1-1. Sorry, count is 1-1 here on Isaac Collins. Cruz says, good, Evan. Thanks for the play-by-play. No problem, Cruz. The pitch is lined right to first base. Goldschmidt makes the catch. 2 outs here on the bottom of the 6th inning. No problem, Cruz. I'm happy to give you guys the play-by-play tonight, as Joe was working out through some electrical issues. So I'm giving you guys the play-by-play tonight. And hopefully we'll have Ken come up pretty soon. So Cole is dealing tonight, guys. Cole with 10 strikeouts in the bottom of the 6th. 2 outs here. The pitch to Garcia. In there for a called strike 1 with a slider. And the count is 0-1. 0-1 here on Michael Garcia. And Chef Nick is back. What's up, Chef? The pitch to Garcia is popped up, but it will go foul out of play. And the count is now 0-2. Oh, mi hermano, my friend from Kaz to Chef Nick and Mario. What's up, guys? Chef Nick said, Evan, I tried to come on to say hi, but no problem. It was hard. No problem, Chef. No problem with that, Chef, at all. No worries. 0-2 count here on Michael Garcia. That's right, Sean. Cole trade all aboard. Choo-choo. The Cole Express has left the station. 0-2 count here on Michael Garcia. The windup, the set, the pitch. Outside, missed with the sinker, and the count is now 1-2. 1-2 here on Michael Garcia. Cole with only 66 pitches on the night in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch lines into left field. That's going to be a base hit. 1 hops against the wall out there in left field. Caballero throws it in, and Garcia has a 2-out stand-up double. 2-out double there for Michael Garcia. So that is a double there from Michael Garcia. Cole with 67 pitches on the night, and he should face another batter here. That pitch was just left over right in the middle of the plate, a knuckle curve that was left right over the middle of the plate. Garcia does when he needs to do with it. Good hitting by him. So a 2-out double there for Michael Garcia. Runner on second base, 2 outs. Here comes Bobby Witt Jr., the first pitch to Witt. The pitch, a fastball that catches the outside corner for a called strike 1. 0-1 here on Bobby Witt. Bobby Witt 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a flyout. 0-1 here on Bobby Witt. Here comes the pitch. Fouled away. That was a 98-mile-per-hour fastball there from Cole to Bobby Witt. And the count is 0-2. 0-2 on Witt. 0-2. 0-2 pitch here coming up to Witt. Stretch the pitch. Lines into right field. Moving back is Judge, but he has room. He makes the catch. Nice catch there from Aaron Judge. Moved back a few steps, made the catch. So Garrett Cole works through 6 scoreless innings. Yankees up 2-0. We're going to go to the top of the 7th. 2-0 Yankees on top. 2-0. Garrett Cole has looked fantastic tonight. He has looked very, very good. 10 strikeouts, 6 scoreless innings, and only about 70 pitches. So right around where he was before in his last start. If you guys remember his last start, he went 6 innings, had 71 pitches, and had only 2 strikeouts, even though that was against Tampa Bay. Tonight, he has 10 strikeouts. So he is looking very, very sharp tonight in his second outing from Tommy John surgery. Second start of the year. Love it. As Kaz looks like he's speaking some Greek there. Ancient Greek there. Okay. Looks like what I used to read back in humanities class last semester on an Islamic textbook. Nice there, Kaz. Like it. Greek, Latin, Arabic, all in the same category. I don't know how you did that. You must have used Google Translate or reference and used that. Yeah, I know, Damon. I just said that. Can you translate that for me? I don't know how to. I can probably put it into Google Translate, but I can't really read that on the spot. All right, so we're going to go to the top of the 7th. Top of the 7th on the way. So it looks like pinch hitter Trent Grisham is going to take the place of Ahmed Rosario. So Grisham is going to come in here for Rosario. Grisham is going to pinch hit here for Ahmed Rosario. And for the Royals, it looks like Nick Mears is going to come in to replace John Schreiber. So Nick Mears, who is another right-handed reliever for the Royals, is going to come in to replace Schreiber. He comes into the top of the 7th. As Nick Mears is 2-3 on the year, win-loss record with a 3.86 ERA, 18 2/3 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts. As Trent Grisham is going to come up here to pinch hit for Ahmed Rosario. Damon says he's saying something along the lines that something Greek and okay is okay. Reminds me of the Armenian writing. Also, I dig letters. I love letters. Yep. Here comes Trent Grisham up to bat, hitting 201 on the season. Hey, Ken. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, thank you, sir. Most appreciated.
All right, so Trent Grisham is going to come up to bat here in the top of the 7th. The first pitch from Mears. Inside on Grisham, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 on Mears, or 1-0 on Grisham. Yankees up 2-0, top of the 7th. 1-0 count here on Trent Grisham, pinch hitting for Ahmed Rosario. The 1-0 pitch coming up from Mears. The set, the pitch. Missed up high with the fastball. 2-0. 2-0 count on Trent Grisham. Two-0 count here on Trent Grisham. The pitch. Fouled away. And the count is now 2-1. 2-1 on Trent Grisham. 2-1. As you guys see, Jazz is getting the night off tonight, as Grisham was as well before he came in to pinch hit. Caballero
Hey, Mario.
The 2-1 pitch. Down low, missed with a curveball. Count is now 3-1. Yep, what's going on, guys? Everybody, please say hello to Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth. 3-1 count on Trent Grisham. The 3-1
Hey,
pitch.
Nick.
Fouled away, 3-2. Yep. What's up, Chef? 3-2 count on Trent Grisham with Anthony Volpe on deck. Top of the 7th, Yankees up 2-0. 3-2 coming up from Mears to Grisham. Three-two on the way. The pitch fouled away again, right behind into the netting. And the count remains 3-2 on Trent Grisham. 3-2. Three-two pitch coming up from Mears. The pitch is lined base hit into left field through the hole there in shortstop. Grisham hits a single in his first step out of the game. And so he reaches first base here in the top of the seventh. Nice hit through the vacated part of the infield there at the shortstop. So runner on first base, nobody out for the Yankees, as that will also bring up Anthony Volpe coming up here with a runner on first, nobody out. The first pitch from Mears to Volpe. The pitch outside, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Volpe. Volpe with 2 ground outs tonight. 1-0 count here on Volpe. Here comes the pitch. The set and the pitch from Mears is grounded foul outside of third base, and the count is now even at 1-1. 1-1 here on Volpe with Grisham at first base, top of the seventh. Yankees up 2-0. The 1-1 pitch coming up to Volpe. The pitch in there for a called strike, and the count is now 1-2. 1-2 here on Volpe. One-two count. The 1-2 pitch misses up high with a slider, and the count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 on Volpe. Two and two count here on Volpe from Mears. The 2-2 pitch on the way. The set, the pitch missed down low with the curveball, and the count goes full now, 3-2. 3-2 on Volpe. Three and two count on Volpe. Grisham at first, nobody out. The 3-2 pitch coming up. The set, the pitch missed outside, ball 4. It gets away from the catcher, but it doesn't matter as that was ball 4 anyway. So Grisham takes second base, and Volpe walks and gets on base for the first time tonight. First and second for the Yankees in the top of the seventh. As that will now bring up Ryan McMahon here. Ryan McMahon coming up to bat. A little meeting on the mound here between Carter Jensen, Mears, as they're discussing their game plan here as what to do to Ryan McMahon, figuring out a way out of the inning. Second chance in a row for the Yankees here with runners on first and second, nobody out. They had the same opportunity back in the sixth inning, and they did not score. So right now is when they need to take advantage of it and put some more runs up on the board. Ryan McMahon steps in, and Mears is ready for the first pitch. The set, the pitch, a bunt attempt from McMahon. He pops it up, but it goes foul out of play, and the count will be 0-1. 0-1 here on McMahon. Mears now operating from the stretch. First and second for the Yankees. Volpe at first and Grisham on second. 0-1 pitch coming up from Mears. 1-0-1 pitch coming up from Mears. The pitch, another bunt attempt. It's a little bit inside. It's going to be a ball, and the catcher throws to second base. Grisham is back in there safely. So the count will be now 1-1 here on McMahon. I don't know if the Royals want to challenge that pitch. Probably not. So the count will be 1-1 here on Grisham, as it looks like the throw there bounced and it hit Grisham there on the right elbow. Looks like he's okay at second base. Count is 1-1 here on McMahon. The pitch from Mears, pitch inside, and the count is now 2-1. 2-1 on McMahon. 2-1. 2-1 pitch coming up from Mears. The set and the 2-1 pitch missed again down low with a curveball, and the count is now 3-1. 3-1 here on McMahon. 3-1. 3-1 count on McMahon here. The pitch from Mears, pitch lined into center field. It's going to be a base hit. Grisham is going to round third. He's going to stay at third base. Grisham stays put at third base there. I thought he was going to come around to score, but he stays put. So the bases will be loaded here for the Yankees in the top of the seventh. Bases loaded, as that will bring up Jose Caballero. Good job of Ryan McMahon taking advantage of a 3-1 fastball, lining it to center field for a base hit. Bases loaded, nobody out. Yankees have to put up some more runs right now. Yep. Luis Rojas gave Grisham the stop sign at third base. So bases loaded here for the Yankees. Bases loaded, top of the seventh. Caballero coming up to bat. The first pitch from Mears. The pitch, a little bit down low, missed with a curveball, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 on Jose. An opportunity for Jose to drive in a couple more runs here. A few more RBIs in his season. Infield is playing in here for Kansas City. Infield is coming in, as Caballero will take his timeout. Bases loaded, top of the seventh. Yankees up 2-0, as warming up in the Royals bullpen is going to be the right-handed pitcher Lang. 1-0 count here on Caballero. It looks like Caballero is arguing with the umpire here on this timeout. Boone is going to come out here and discuss with the ump. But I think he did give him the timeout. So the count will be 1-0 here on Caballero. 1-0. 1-0 on Caballero. Mears is at 19 pitches here in the top of the seventh. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Mears. The set and the pitch. Hit in the air, but it's going to be a foul ball. Right field side out of play. And the count will be 1-1. 1-1 on Jose Caballero. 1-1. 1-1 pitch coming up as Mears is going to step off the mound. Again, bases loaded for the Yankees, top of the seventh inning. 1-1 count on Caballero. The 1-1 pitch from Mears. The pitch is hit to left field. It's going to be caught by the left fielder. Grisham is going to stay at third base. He does not tag up. Looks like he may have been caught a little bit with a larger lead there at third base that we had to get back. And he did not come home from third base. He did not tag up. So there's one out here with bases loaded in the top of the seventh inning, as that will now bring up Austin Wells. Austin Wells is going to come up here for the Yankees here. One out, bases loaded. This is a big at bat for Wells, a big opportunity for the Yankees to tack on a few more runs. Here comes the first pitch to Wells. The pitch swung on and missed on a slider, and the count is 0-1. 0-1 here on Wells. 0-1 here. Here comes the 0-1 pitch on the way from Mears. The set and the pitch. Hit in the air to left field, but it's going to go foul out of play. And the count will be 0-2. 0-2 on Wells. 0-2. 0-2 pitch on the way from Mears. 23 pitches. 0-2 count on Wells. The pitch from Mears. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Wells strikes out swinging. So Wells goes down swinging as he leaves an opportunity wasted. 2 outs now, bases loaded. 2 outs, bases loaded for the Yankees. As Wells chases outside of the strike zone there on an outside slider. 2 outs here, bases loaded, and Paul Goldschmidt, who has 2 hits tonight, will come up and try to give the Yankees an extended lead. The first pitch, outside, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Goldschmidt. As I just mentioned, he's 2 for 3 tonight, has 2 singles. 1-0 pitch on the way from Mears. The pitch, outside again, and the count is 2-0. 2-0 on Goldschmidt. 2-0. 2-0 count on Goldschmidt. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. The set and the pitch, outside, and the count is now 3-0. 3-0 on Goldschmidt. 3-0. So if you're Goldschmidt here, you're taking all the way. 3-0 count on Goldschmidt. Bases loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 3-0 count on Goldschmidt. A walk will drive in a run. The 3-0 pitch coming up. The pitch. Called strike on the outside corner with a fastball. And the count is now 3-1. 3-1 on Goldschmidt. Ben Rice on deck. 3-1 on Goldie. Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Goldschmidt. The pitch up high and away for ball 4, but it looks like the Royals are going to challenge it as Carter Jensen thought it caught the outside corner. We'll see about that. What is ABS going to show? It shows that the pitch was outside, and that's going to be ball 4 on Paul Goldschmidt. So he walks and drives in a run. That's an RBI there for Paul Goldschmidt. So the Yankees take a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 7th. As looks like the Royals are going to make a pitching change here as Cal Cotraro is going to come out and take the ball from Mears. And the Royals will make a pitching change.
And coming up to bat is going to be Ben Rice, 1 for 2 on the night with a triple, base on balls, and an RBI. Looks like Alex Lang is coming in to replace Nick Mears. Lang is a right-handed pitcher, so advantage Rice.
Yep. He does have an RBI triple tonight, actually, off the lefty Noah Cameron.
Yep, and Goldie scored ahead of him on that one.
Yep. But Garrett Cole
So,
tonight.
Evan,
yes.
do you have your broom out?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I'm ready for it. Ready for the sweep. I mean, Yankees are playing very, very well against the Royals. I mean, they're looking for their, 13th straight win against Kansas City going back to 2024. They're playing very well against them. So, yep, Alex Lang coming in here to face Ben Rice, who is a right-handed reliever. Yankees up 3-0. Garrett Cole has had a very good night. 10 strikeouts, 6 innings pitched, no earned runs allowed.
For those of you that are here, we only have 13 likes in our stream. So if you haven't hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the NY Yankee Mania, please consider subscribing. Great content, morning and afternoon shows, and a lot of play-by-play.
Absolutely. Feels like a radio station. All right, so Ben Rice will come up to bat. Bases loaded here. Yankees up 3-0. The pitch from Lang is a called strike 1. And the count is 0-1 here on Rice. As I mentioned before, he has an RBI triple tonight, which drove in the first run of the game. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. The pitch from Lang, outside, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1 here on Rice. 1-1. Kaz feels a grand slam here. We'll see about that. 1-1 pitch coming up from Lang. The set. He kicks and deals. Pitch inside on Rice, and the count is now 2-1. 2-1. 2-1 count on Ben Rice. Bases loaded for the Yankees, still in the top of the 7th. Yankees up 3-0. 2-1 count on Rice. The 2-1 pitch coming up from Lang. The pitch just misses off the outside corner, and the count is now 3-1 on Rice. 3-1. Great take there from Rice. 3-1 count on Ben Rice, looking for another RBI tonight. 3-1 count. 3-1 pitch coming up from Lang. The pitch in there for a called strike, and that was a nice sinker there at the knees on Ben Rice. So the count will now go full at 3-2. Runners will be off here. 3-2, 2 outs, bases loaded. Top of the 7th. 3-2 pitch coming up from Lang. The set, the pitch. Grounded through the hole. It's going to be a base hit to right field. 1 run scores. Rounding third and scoring is Ryan McMahon. He's going to score. That's a 2-run single for Ben Rice. Yankees take a 5-0 lead. No sound effects tonight, Ken? We don't have the soundboard queued up.
Actually, I'm playing them. I didn't realize that you couldn't hear them.
Oh yeah, I can't hear the sound effects. Can anybody in the chat hear the sound effects? It's all right.
All right.
Anyway.
The judge is coming into the chambers.
Yep, Aaron Judge coming up to bat. Yankees have a 5-0 lead. Judge looking to tack on here. Top of the 7th. First pitch coming up from Lang. The pitch in there for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. 0-1 on Judge. 0-1 pitch coming up. The 0-1 down low in the dirt. Missed there with a slider, and the count is now 1-1. Runners on first and third for the Yankees, first and third. 1-1 count on Aaron Judge. Yankees have a 5-0 lead as they have scored 3 runs in the inning. 3 runs. 1-1 pitch coming up. The pitch hit in the air to center field and moving to his right and making the catch a few steps before the warning track is the center fielder, Lane Thomas. So that'll do it for the Yankees in the top of the 7th inning. However, they score 3 runs on a Paul Goldschmidt walk and a Ben Rice 2-run RBI single. Yankees have a 5-0 lead. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th.
Coming up in the bottom of the 7th for the Royals is going to be Vinny Pasquantino, affectionately known as Sasquatch.
Yep.
Salvi Perez and Carter Jensen. From the board, the Blue Jays beat the Marlins 2-1. Guardians beat the Nationals 3-2. Brewers beat the Cardinals 2-1. Mariners beat the Athletics 9-1. Diamondbacks beat the Giants 3-2. Phillies beat the Padres 3-0. Orioles hammered the Rays 11-2. Tigers beat the Angels 4-0. Cubs are leading the Pirates 10-4 in the top of the 9th. Red Sox beat the Braves 8-0. Mets are leading the Reds 4-2 in the top of 7. White Sox are leading the Twins 7-0 in or 9-1 in the bottom of the 7th. As you know, here heading to the bottom of 7, Yankees have a 5-0 lead on the Royals. In the top of the 6th, the Astros and the Rangers are locked up at 2s, and there is one more game on the hopper. Rockies. Those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not a member of the NY Yankee Mania, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Great conversations, great panels, great co-hosts. great interviews, and a whole plethora of play-by-plays. So if that's for you, this may be the place that you need to be.
Garrett Cole coming back out here for the bottom of the seventh. The first pitch is popped up in the infield, and coming in to make the catch is Ryan McMahon right near the pitcher's mound. One out here in the bottom of the seventh inning, one away. As looks like my dad is in the stream, so what's going on, Dad? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I know you're a Mets fan. Jason's also streaming the Mets game tonight, but we thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. Here comes Salvador Perez. The first pitch is up high and away for a ball. 1-0. 1-0 count here on Salvador Perez. The 1-0 pitch coming up from Cole. The pitch swung on, lined up the middle. It's going to be a base hit for Perez. So he gets his first hit of the night as the Royals have a runner on first base with one out. Kaz says there are two types of baseball fans in this world, Yankee fans and those who wish they were. Yes, exactly. Kind of like my brother and my dad who are Mets fans. Bad decisions. But that's okay. Mets fans, Yankee fans, we all reunite at the end of the day anyway. Here comes the pitch to Jensen. A little bit down low. And the count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Carter Jensen. Hey, T-Road, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. 1-0 count, as by the way, we'll hopefully have Ken back pretty soon. The 1-0 count on Jensen. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed, and the count is now even 1-1. 1-1 here on Jensen. Yankees have Fernando Cruz warming up in their bullpen. The 1-1 pitch to Jensen outside, and the count is now 2-1. 2-1 on Carter Jensen. Evan, you're old enough now to tell you the truth. You are adopted. Oh. If I'm adopted, then what's Coke with a French Bulldog? The 2-1 pitch, up and away, missed, and the count is now 3-1. 3-1 here on Carter Jensen. He used to tell my dad they were an expansion team all the time. He gets so mad. Yep. The Mets will have some success again, I bet, in the future. The 3-1 pitch fouled away straight back into the netting, and the count is now full, 3-2. 3-2 here on Jensen. Welcome back, Ken.
Thank you.
3-2 count on Carter Jensen. Salvador Perez at first base, one away. Garrett Cole about to deal the pitch. The 3-2 pitch popped up in the infield, and Ryan McMahon is under it, and he makes the play for the second out of the inning. That was Cole's 79th pitch of the night. 2 outs, bottom of the seventh inning. Runner on first base, 2 outs.
And it looks like Garrett is being pulled from the game at this time.
Yes. So another great outing there for Garrett Cole. He goes 6 2/3, allows no runs, and has 10 strikeouts. Another great performance from Cole tonight as he continues to get back from his Tommy John surgery in his second start of the year. So he'll continue his...
Yeah, I know that, Kaz.
Yes. Yes. Yes, a lot of internet problems going on.
Actually, he had a power problem, not internet.
Electrical, yeah. Electrical
and we figured out what happened to me last night. The Windows update that they did was bad. Hey, T-Road. And it screwed my computer up. And they put out a patch this morning that either removed that update or whatnot.
Yeah.
So that was definitely circumstances beyond my control.
Yep. Sometimes those updates come in and you can't really do much about them.
And it looks like Fernando Cruz is going to be coming into the game.
Fernando Cruz coming in. Yankees up 5-0. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Those of you who have been here the whole time, we thank you for being here the whole time with us. Kaz, Chef Nick, Damon, Travis, Mighty Funny, Corky, T-Road, thank you guys for being here. We're very, very happy to have Ken here tonight, coming back from bowling.
And if you haven't, while we were in a pause, hit that damn thumbs up. And if you're not a member of the NY Yankee Mania, consider subscribing to one and the same. And if you like other types of sports content and entertainment, head over to World Sports Mania Entertainment and subscribe there too. So it's a double tap.
As well as the Hardcore Sports Network, as well as myself and Jason have just recently started a new show on the Hardcore Sports Network as well. So please check that out every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Fernando Cruz coming into the game with a 2.08 ERA here, facing against Lane Thomas here. Here comes the pitch. Outside on Thomas, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Lane Thomas. Thomas 0 for 2 tonight. 0 for 2 tonight is Lane Thomas. 1-0 pitch coming up from Cruz. The pitch outside and low, and the count is now 2-0. 2-0 on Lane Thomas. T-Road, the NHL update is that the Hurricanes lead 3-0 over the Canadiens. 3-0 Hurricanes. The 2-0 pitch coming up from Cruz. The pitch inside, and the count is now 3-0. 3-0 here on Lane Thomas.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
He does a lot of good here for NY Yankee Mania too, by the way.
The 3-0 pitch is in there for a called strike, and the count is now 3-1. 3-1 here on Lane Thomas. The 3-1 pitch coming up from Cruz. Pitch lined into right field. Judge moving to his left, and he gets there in time to make the catch. Nice catch there from Aaron Judge. Royals leave a base runner stranded. Cole's night is now complete. Yankees lead 5-0 going to the top of the 8th, as Ken will now take over for the 8th inning for you guys.
And that is back-to-back scoreless outings for Garrett Cole. So if there was a question if the ace is back, I think it's safe to say he is back. Coming up in the top of the 8th is going to be Bellinger, Grisham, and Volpe.
Yep. Thank you, Sean, as well, for being here. Appreciate it.
And if you have not, head over Sean's YouTube channel, True Historians. He dropped a couple of shorts here in the last couple of days. So I think you may like what he has to say. So go check it out. It's amazing. He had 77 pitches and 10 strikeouts. Incredible. And Black is in to pitch. The first pitch is on the way, and it is going to paint the top of the strike zone on Belly for call. Next pitch is on the way, and this is swung on a miss. Count is 0-2 on Belly. Mason Black has come in to replace Alex Lang. Black sets and fires. That pitch is way inside on Bellinger. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls this one off down the left field line. It's going to make the stands and be out of there. Black sets and he fires. The slider is fouled off. Count remains 1-2. Cody is one of the few major league has a 2-strike approach. And the pitch is on the way, and Bellinger swings and misses at that one for call. Strike 3. First out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 1-for-1 on the day with a run scored. And the first pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Sean has dropped a link to his channel, so if when you get a chance, check it out. And Black sets, fires, and the cutter is up and in. Count is 2-0 on the Grish bomb. Next pitch is on the way, and it is going to paint the top of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1 on Grisham. I think that was a BS call because I think it was high, but Grish didn't challenge. Black sets and fires, and he puts a sweeper that paints the top of the strike zone for strike 2. Count is now evened at 2-2. Time to step on that damn goose. And Black sets, fires, and that fastball is up high. Count is now full on Grisham, 3-2. And just for Joe, how do you do? Next pitch is on the way, and that is skied straight back. Count remains full at 3-2 as we head to the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Pitch is on the way, and Grisham hammers this one foul down the right field line. Count remains full at 3-2 as we head to pitch number 8. Longer it goes, advantage to the hitter. And the pitch is on the way, and that almost hits Grisham for ball 4. So Grishbaum is going to strip his gear off and head to first base. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe, 0-for-2 on the night with a pair of groundouts and a base on balls. Scored a run. And the first pitch is on the way. The sinker paints the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Volpe skies this one to left center field. Collins is tracking it, and he is going to make the play. Grisham is going to have to retreat to first base, so that is the second out of the inning. So Volpe goes donut for Trey. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the 7th inning, a strikeout, and a run scored. And Black sets. The first pitch is on the way, and that is inside. And thank you, Cavs, for subbing to True Historians. Most appreciated. I think you'll enjoy the shorts there. And the next pitch is on the way, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is now 2-0 on Ryan. Can McMahon make this a 2-hit night? And Black sets. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon skies this one to left field. It is going, and gone. That is a 2-run 4-bagger. McMahon has incredible power to left field. So that is a 2-run homer, bringing the Yankee lead to 7-0. That one went 369 feet and traveled at 104.5 miles an hour. So all you McMahon haters, please stop.
Wow, that was an impressive home run. Line drive, basically.
He's been line driving home runs to left field all season. That's where all his home runs are at. He does not have a pull home run.
Yep. Very direct.
Jose Caballero is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the night. And the pitch is on the way, and this is an elevator shaft home run to the first base side. Sasquatch is tracking it, and he is going to make the play just in front of the dugout for the 3rd out. So that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 8th, but not before the Yankees add 2 runs on a 2-run home run by Ryan McMahon. Coming up in the bottom of the 8th is going to be Jack Caglione, Massey, and Collins. I'm an optimistic man. I am. So how are we feeling about the game? Does everyone have their brooms out for the sweep of the series? We actually have tomorrow night off. Surprise, surprise. Look for notifications. Make sure that you've got your notification set so you know every time we are live and not Memorex. Additionally, we will be in Sacramento for a 3-game set starting on Friday evening against the Sacramento A's. At this point, they have Luis Severino on the bump. They haven't announced the Yankee pitcher. Max Fried is eligible to come off the IL on Friday. So the question is it going to be Max Fried starting or Ryan Weathers? Yeah, I tell you what, my bowling night was beyond crap. Air conditioning was not fixed, and I bowled on the worst lane in the alley, lanes 1 and 2. I hate that one because it's right next to a wall, and it dries out quickly, and all of a sudden, your ball breaks hard. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is called. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a swinging strike. Count is now 0-2. Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Cruz sets. He fires, and that ball is skied to left field. Bellinger is tracking it and is going to make the play in shallow left field for the first out of the inning. Looks like Camilo Duvall is warming up in the bullpen. First pitch is on the way, and it is going to paint the top of the strike zone. Nice 94-mile-an-hour fastball. For call, strike one. Massey is 1 for 2 on the night with a double and a strikeout. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Is anyone there in the chat hearing any sound effects? Cruz sets and fires, and this one is hammered to Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt's going to field it and take it on his own for the second out.
Yeah, I can't hear the sound
Okey-dokey.
effects. No.
All right.
Now we can hear him. Just heard that.
And Collins is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a strikeout and a line out. And Cruz sets. First pitch is on the way. The slider is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is swung on and missed. Count is evened out 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. Cruz sets and he fires, and that pitch is in the dirt down low. Count is 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and the splitter is elevator shaft home run in the infield. And Caballero is tracking it, and he makes the play for the third out. And that is going to do it for the Royals in the bottom of the eighth. Coming up in the top of the ninth is going to be Austin Wells, Paul Goldschmidt, and Ben Rice. And we're going to kick this one over to Evan.
Thank you, Ken, very much. Bringing some more luck to the
Sure.
Yankees, I see. So that was McMahon's 5th home run on the year. Another left field line drive home run. Like to see that. So Yankees up 7-0 here, looking to sweep the Royals in Kansas City. Looking to sweep them for back-to-back years, both home and away. And going to look to win 13 straight games against them, or actually 14 straight, going back to 2024 in the ALDS. So if there's one team the Yankees have their number on, it is the Kansas City Royals. Good thing also that the Rays lost tonight to gain another game on them, so it'll be a game and a half back in first place. Friday night, don't miss out, as I will be calling the Yankees against the Athletics right here on NY Yankee Mania at 9:40 p.m., as well as Golson to Ken, Yankees The Ugly Truth, as well as he'll be calling the game on Friday night as well. Yankees against the Athletics on Friday night.
Indeed, I will be.
And then
so
on
be
Saturday
there
night,
or be square.
Yep. And then on Saturday night, myself, Jason, and Chef Nick will be calling the game Yankees and Athletics right here again on NY Yankee Mania at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And I'll be matching you on Yankees The Ugly Truth at the exact same time.
Oh, very nice.
If it's a game that's not on Wednesday night, I'm there to call it, unless I'm at the stadium in person. Then they will do some bad stuff to me.
Yep. So here we go. Yankees coming back up here, top of the ninth inning. And Black will remain in the game for the Royals. Mason Black against Austin Wells. First pitch to Wells is fouled away. Count is 0-1. Yankees then come home to face the Guardians and then Boston.
It's
Here
sort of
comes
weird.
the-
We face the Guardians and then we go to see the Guardians. It's Guardians, Red Sox, then we're on the road to the Guardians.
Yep. And then we play Toronto.
Yep.
0-1
In their
pitch.
house.
Yep. 0-1 pitch is a called strike initially, but ABS overturns it to a ball. So nice challenge there from Wells, and the count will be 1-1. 1-1 here on Wells.
Wells is 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts.
The 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and the count is now 1-2. 1-2 on Wells. One and two here coming up to Wells. Pitch lined into right field, but right at the right fielder Caglione makes the catch. That ball stayed up for Caglione in right field, so one out here in the top of the ninth. That will bring up Paul Goldschmidt. So Paul Goldschmidt 2 for 3 on the night with 2 singles, a walk, and an RBI as he walked in that run in the 7th inning. Here comes the first pitch to Goldschmidt. Pitch a little bit down low below the strike zone, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Goldschmidt. The 1-0 pitch from Black. Pitch in there for a called strike, and the count is 1-1. 1-1 here on Black. The 1-1 pitch coming up from Black. The set pitch swung on and missed with a sinker there from Black, and the count is now 1-2. 1-2. 1-2 count here on Goldschmidt. The pitch fouled away, and the count remains here at 1-2. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2 count here on Goldschmidt. The pitch fouled away again. Right field side out of play. So the count remains here at 1-2. 1-2. One-two pitch coming up to Goldschmidt. Pitch up high and away, and the count is now 2-2. 2-2. 30 pitches for Black here in the top of the ninth. The 2-2, the pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, got him with a slider. And the count, or not, 2 outs here. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth inning. 2 away here. Yankees up 7-0, looking to shut out the Royals here and finish off the sweep. As that will bring up Ben Rice here in the top of the ninth inning. Ben Rice coming up. 2 outs here. 2 outs, nobody on base. Ben Rice at the plate. The first pitch from Black. Pitch in there for a called strike with a sweeper. And the count is 0-1. 0-1. The pitch to Rice, the 0-1. Pitch a little bit outside, and the count is now 1-1. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Rice. The pitch grounded right to first base as Pasquantino picks it up, takes it himself to the first base bag, and that is the third out of the inning. Yankees go 1-2-3. As we'll go to the bottom of the ninth inning, Michael Garcia, Bobby Witt Jr., and Vinny Pasquantino will come up for the Royals. Last chance, bottom of the ninth. 7-0 Yankees lead. We'll see who comes in for the Yankees here in the bottom of the ninth.
Camilo Duvall was warming up in the pen, so I suspect it's going to be him.
Yep. Yesterday with that 15-1 win, it's good that we didn't have to use a lot of our high leverage bullpen relievers.
And tomorrow's a day off, so that's another day of rest.
Yep. So pretty much 3 days in a row. Yeah.
We're going to go into Sacramento fresh.
Yep. Pretty much 3 days in a row, you don't have to use Bednar, Tim Hill, and Cruz was limited today. And we'll see Duvall here, as well as Brent Hedrick. Yep, so Camilo Duvall will come in to the bottom of the ninth inning, facing off against Garcia, Bobby Witt, and Vinny Pasquantino. Hey, Travis, welcome back to the stream here. Thank you guys for supporting Jason tonight on World Sports Mania Entertainment as he was calling the Cincinnati Reds against the New York Mets, as the Mets are currently up 4-2 in the top of the ninth. Reds have runners on first and second with one out. All right, here comes Michael Garcia. Duvall is on the mound, coming in with a 5.40 ERA, 17 strikeouts in 20 innings pitched. All right, here comes first pitch on the way to Garcia. Yes, Travis. A's are now under 500, yes. Yep, they just got swept by the Mariners. What's up, Kaz? Welcome back. All right, first pitch on the way here from Duvall. First pitch outside, missed with a 100-mile-per-hour cutter. Count is 1-0. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Duvall. Pitch inside, and the count is now 2-0. 2-0 here on Michael Garcia. 2-0 here. 2-0 here on Garcia. The pitch up high, but it's called a strike. Nice pitch there from Duvall. Caught the top portion of the strike zone, and the count is now 2-1. 2-1 pitch on the way. The set and the pitch. Called strike with a cutter, and the count is now even at 2-2. 2-2 on Garcia. Yankees up 7-0 in the bottom of the ninth inning. The 2-2, the pitch. Grounded right to Volpe at shortstop on a hop. Gathers, throws to first in time to get Garcia. One away here in the bottom of the ninth. Bobby Witt Jr. now coming up to bat, 0 for 3 on the night. Not really effective in this game. Great performance from Garrett Cole tonight. 10 strikeouts, 6 2/3 innings. Here comes the first pitch to Witt. Pitch inside, and the count is 1-0. 1-0 here on Bobby Witt. 1-0 count on Witt. The pitch from Doval. Grounded to third base on a hop. McMahon gathers and throws to first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth inning. 2 away. Yankees 1 out away from sweeping the Royals here for the second consecutive year and winning 14 straight games against them going back to 2024 in the ALDS. Yep. I know you were always here, Kaz. Some of you guys, sometimes you're quiet, but then you come into the chat and you talk. We appreciate that. We want some interactions. Here comes Vinny Pasquantino up to bat. Final chance here for the Royals. 2 outs, nobody on base. Bottom of the ninth. Here comes the first pitch to Vinny. The pitch in there for a called strike with a 102-mile-per-hour cutter. Count is 0-1. 0-1 on Vinny Pasquantino. 0-1 pitch coming up. The pitch swung on and missed with a sinker. And the count is now 0-2, 1 strike away from putting a wrap on this game. 0-2 count on Pasquantino. Doval at the set. The pitch down low, missed with a sinker. Count is now 1-2. 1-2. 1-2 count on Pasquantino. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth inning. Yankees up 7-0. 1-2 on Vinny Pasquantino. The pitch grounded, a big chopper over the mound, but Doval has it, throws to first, and that is your ball game. Yankees win by a score of 7-0 over the Kansas City Royals tonight. Doval completes the not safe situation, but good pitching there from him as he hopes to get his confidence up. Yankees have won 14 consecutive games against the Royals, and we have won now 4 games in a row. And we will head to Sacramento on Friday night. But a good win tonight for the Yankees, 7-0. And we appreciate everybody being here tonight in the chat. Thank you for being here. Want to also thank Ken for being here as well.
No problem. The line scores for tonight: Yankees had 7 runs on 8 hits, no errors. The Royals had no runs on 4 hits, no errors. Garrett Cole is going to pick up his first win of the 2026 season. So he is 1-0 with a 0 ERA. Cameron is going to take the loss. His record is going to drop to 2-4 with a 4.61 ERA. And there is big trouble in Citi Field because the bases are now juiced with 1 out. Actually, just struck out the batter, so now it's 2 outs.
Always scary with Devin Williams on the mound.
Without a doubt.
Yep, thank you, Damon. We'll see you guys on Friday night. Make sure to catch myself here on NY Yankee Mania calling that game at 9:40 p.m. Yankees and Athletics. And, of course, make sure to catch Ken on Yankees The Ugly Truth calling the game on Friday night as well. And make sure to catch myself, Jason, and Chef Nick right here on NY Yankee Mania on Saturday night at 10:05 p.m. as he just put it in the chat there on NY Yankee Mania as well. We're very excited to bring you guys a lot of play-by-plays. And it looks like the Mets have just won. So that Jason calls a Mets win on World Sports Mania Entertainment. Congrats to them. 2 victories
So
tonight.
before the stream closes down, if you haven't, make sure that you hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing.
Yes, please subscribe and like to the channel.
I can hear Jason hollering.
Yeah, he's pretty excited.
So they had, what, a 4 or 5 game losing streak?
5 game, yep. I think that was the first win that he called for the Mets ever, except for spring training when, of course, it doesn't matter.
I am Katharina Michio, and you are watching NY Mania.
I'm Kayla Welsh, and you're watching NY Yankee Mania.
Hi, my name is Maria Venuto, and you are watching New York Yankee Mania.
I'm Marnie Schneider. I'm the author of Football Freddy, and I am so excited to be part of the New York Yankee Mania show.
Hey, everybody, it's Ian Eagle. You are watching NY Yankee Mania, the best.